Okay, so today we're going to talk all about the booty, the glutes, the gluteus maximus, whatever you want to call it, that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, your girl knows a thing or two about growing her glutes. As you can see here, this is my cheeky transformation. It's taken me 2 years to grow my glutes and to know what techniques and what exercises work for me. Now, everybody is different, so you can try some of these, and I recommend trying some of these exercises, but don't be disheartened because every single body is unique. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit that bell notification on so you don't miss another video with me. So without further ado, let's get into this video and I hope you love it. Jumping straight into this video with exercise number 1, and we are doing the queen of all exercises. It's your barbell hip thrust. Now, I know it can be a little bit intimidating just because it's a free weight, but don't you worry, you've got this, and I'm going to give you my best tips. Now, what I want you to do is start with a light to medium weight. When you are bringing your feet towards your body, I want you to externally rotate your feet outwards. Make sure that you use some form of cushion to padding to protect your hips and bone area. When thrusting the weight up, as you can note here, my chin is nice and tucked into my body. This is what you want at all times, and try and look forward, it really helps. Make sure that your core is tight and engaged. And when you're thrusting the weight up, scoop your tailbone into your body at all times. Contract your glutes at the top before releasing the weight back down. I want you to do about 8 to 10 reps, and 4 to 5 sets. I do this 2 times a week, and trust me, oh my God, you will feel it. But up the weight, don't be afraid to up the weight. The second exercise we're jumping into is a sumo deadlift. By far one of my favorite types of deadlifts. The reason being is your feet are externally rotated, and similar to your hip thrust, the reason why we're externally rotating our feet outwards is you will feel a greater contraction in your glutes. The way you hold onto the bar is completely down to preference. I like to have one hand overhand, the other pronated, and this is so much more comfortable for me, but you can honestly have both overhand. What I want you to know is my head is following the direction of my spine, and I'm keeping everything very neutral and also very stiff. The reason being is I want to have all the pulling motion through my hamstring and my glutes and not my lower back. By allowing my neck to be neutral and follow the direction of my spine, it will cause less strain, and this is exactly what we want to avoid. I'm pulling everything through my gluteus maximus to get the optimum contraction in my glutes. The third exercise we're jumping into is a stiff leg deadlift. Now, I've added a little bit of elevation. Now, this is optional, but for me, because I am a shorty, hey shorty, hey, and because your girl is a little bit more flexible than she used to be, she needs a little bit more of an elevation to reach a deeper depth and motion when it comes to a stiff leg deadlift. Now, as you can see here, I'm keeping my chest nice and high. Shoulders are retracted, my abs are tight, and knees are slightly bent. You want to avoid your knees being completely locked out. The reason being is you could cause a lot of strain in your lower back. So if you ever find yourself performing any type of deadlift and you're feeling it tremendously in your lower back, 2 things you can do. 1, lower the weight and practice on your form. And 2, avoid your knees from locking out. Trust me, this will make a significant difference to how you feel your deadlifts. The reason why I'm incorporating deadlifts is because they're stretches, and stretches are a phenomenal way to really target those hamstring and glutes. Okay. I know you're secretly hating me so much for adding this exercise into this video, but let me tell you something real quick. It wasn't until your girl started adding split squats into her routine that her legs and her glutes, okay, I was like, hi, hello, where have you been for the last 2 years? but honestly, they are such an amazing exercise. As you can see here, I'm using a barbell, and also note, I'm not locking my knees out completely. I'm keeping a constant tension. You want to push through your heel as well. Keep your back nice and straight, core tight. And you know what? You don't have to use a barbell. You can always use dumbbells. It's a great alternative for someone who doesn't have a lot of balance, and it's an amazing way to build up strength and core strength as well as balance. So there's always great alternatives that you can try. You don't have to go crazy like me and use a barbell. Moving on to weighted bridges. Now, as you can see here, I've placed my heels close together, and yet again, my feet are externally rotated. Now, I absolutely love incorporating bridges into my glute routine. The reason being is I can feel this so much at the top of my glutes. You know that little shelf bit, that shelf that we all want to create secretly? That's what I'm talking about. I feel that so much. I'm trying to keep my chin nice and tucked in, my tailbone scooped into my body, and also I'm pumping these out. I'm not bringing my glutes completely down. I'm keeping them up in the air and pumping them out. You can get about 20 reps of these done, and you will feel it so much in your glutes. Trust me, this exercise is such a good burner, and you can incorporate it as a superset or even at the end of your workouts. It's just amazing. You know, I have this love-hate relationship with walking lunges. The reason being is because honestly, I'm always contemplating whether I should be doing this workout when I'm performing a walking lunge. But it's just done wonders for my legs. Yes, you will feel it in your quads. Your quads are definitely active when you're doing any type of walking lunge, but you are also going to feel it in your glutes as well. You want to keep your core nice and tight and back straight. Push through your heel as well, and don't completely lock out your knee. Try and keep it a little bit soft. Now, this is a multi-purpose exercise. You're working your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your core, your calves. And because you're walking, at the same time, it's an aerobic exercise. So it's a win-win for me. We had to add some form of abduction into this workout video, and the reason being is because you cannot neglect your gluteus medius. And the reason being is because it plays such a fundamental part in the growth, development, and also the overall shape of your glutes. I used to never really do abductions, and honestly, it was a big mistake. So now I definitely incorporate them into my routine. Now you can do machine abductions, or you can do an alternative exercise as I am doing here, which is a bent knee abduction. Oh my god, can I feel these so much. I know it's a bit awkward in the gym, so you can tie a jumper around you if that makes you feel a little bit more comfortable, but honestly, you abduct those legs. Who cares if the world is watching? You're so busy trying to grow and develop those glutes. I'm proud of you. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. So that was it, guys. I hope you found any of the techniques, tips, tricks, exercises helpful. Utilize it on your next hamstring and booty day, and trust me, you will absolutely love them. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and following me on Instagram. Comment down below for any future videos you would like to see. I love you always and forever. Beyond grateful for you. Bye.